Jeff Esper, what words can do. What words can do, Jeff Esper.
I was covered in mud from head to toe, beaten, bruised, and bloody. I'd been run over multiple times by a 210-pound running back. This was just junior varsity football. I was maybe 150 pounds with my equipment on. It wasn't fair. My father, who was a former football coach, was in the stands. He had gotten so frustrated, he came down onto the field. He grabbed me by my face mask. He said, "What are you doing, Jeff? You're embarrassing the family." That guy keeps running right over you the one time you fell down before he even got there. I said, "Dad, you see how big he is?" Recognizing the problem, my attitude, I was in despair. Dad knew just what to do. He pulled me in close, and he shared words with me that only I could hear. But those words had a magical effect on me. I ran out onto the field for the next play, like a raging bull. And when the ball carrier took the ball around the side, I ran right for him. I lowered my shoulder and BAM! He knocked me right on my butt again. Only this time, I knocked him on his butt too. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, that's what words can do. Words that can change your attitude, can change everything for you. And my dad knew that. Winston Churchill said that attitude is just a little thing, but it makes a big difference. My attitude, from that moment, I remember the rest of my life. Now, for you, maybe you haven't been run over yet, not on a football field, but have you ever been ran over in your life? How about in your career? How about in your relationships? How about with your health? When I was 25 years old, I had a great attitude. Because it's easy to have a great attitude when everything's going your way. I was a manager at a major potato chip company. We sold Fritos, Doritos, and Tostitos. And I had a lovely young lady as my gal. I was blazing a trail to success. But then one day I got a phone call from my lovely young lady. She said, "I think we need to take a break." Raise your hand if you know what take a break means in a relationship. Yes, I got dumped. 2 weeks later, the general manager of our facility brought me in and explained that they had changed the distribution organization of the company, and our facility was shutting down. They were eliminating my position. Raise your hand if you know what eliminating a position means. I got fired! And my attitude went right back down to despair once again. I felt like I'd been run over. Only this time by a Frito-Lay truck with my ex-girlfriend driving. Dad knew just what to say, though. He knew what words could do. He sat down next to me. He said, "Son, anybody who went through what you went through would be devastated. But you have a choice. You can sit there and feel sorry for yourself for the rest of your life. Nobody would blame you. Or you can make that the best thing that ever happened to you." Now, I can look back on that moment today and tell you confidently that was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because Dad knew that it all comes down to attitude. It's that little thing that makes the big difference. Dad was always there for me. But on May 2nd, 2008, that was going to change. I received a phone call. Dad had been rushed to the hospital. His heart was failing. And I had to consider for the first time in my life, I could lose the most important man to me. But I knew in that day that when I walked in and saw his face, after the doctors had just explained that his only option was surgery, that it was my turn. It was my turn to share my words with him. So if I didn't know what to say, that was always his job. And then, not long before they wheeled him away for surgery, I remembered what Dad said to me. And I sat down next to him. I said, "Hey, Dad, do you remember a football game when I kept getting run over?" He said, "Yeah, the one play you fell down before the guy even got there." Not that part. "Do you remember what you said to me?" I said, "No, what did I say?" "You told me that it didn't matter how big that guy was. You told me all that mattered was how big I am in here. And Dad, you're the biggest person I know. You told me to lower my shoulder and show him how big I was. And now I need you to do that for us." I wish I could say that my words were enough to save Dad's life. But the important thing is, the surgery did. I don't know if my words did any good at all. But I know we needed to hear it. We all need to hear it. So may you hear my story and remember the next time you feel like you've been run over. And should you come across someone in your life who's covered in mud, may you share your words with them. Because words may seem like little things, but they make a big difference. And God